All right, last game on the slate. We had talked about this Sunday night in our instant reaction video. The Bucs are 3.5-point dogs at the Saints right now. It opened at 4, got down to 3. Now it's at 3.5. You were right about this one too. You just said you thought that the Bucs might be the public dog of the week. They are getting 58% of the bets. The flip side is that unlike the Browns Chiefs, where the majority of the pros are betting on the Chiefs, you're also getting a majority of the money on the Bucs in this scenario. Do we still like the Bucs at plus 3.5?
Yeah, it's interesting that it went back from 3 up to 3.5 again.
Yeah.
A little scary because that's usually a sign of them telling you that some pro group has a good read here on the Saints and the Bucs trusting that group. But this is an interesting weekend, man. We have the NFC with all the old guard quarterbacks. We got 2 quarterbacks playing in their 40s. Rodgers, 37, 38. And then you go over to the AFC and the oldest quarterback's Baker. What is he, like 25? So it's interesting looking at this where it's just 2 different splits here where we're looking at a time of just not the change in the guard, but it's just funny how the league just evolves and changes. And looking at this game again where the Bucs and the Saints, it's the 3rd time they've seen each other now. And we talked, like you said, on Sunday night, where I just thought this number should just be 3. That it's one of those where you give respect to the Saints for what they've done this year and the fact that they beat the Buccaneers twice. And I have this number in my model at 2.5 because I obviously have taken a little bit of points away from the Saints here just because they have no fans in the stadium. And I everything we've seen from the Saints, that Browns gave them a gift. Him dropping that ball there in the end zone where Mitch Trubisky might only make 4 great throws in a game. And that was one of the great throws. That was literally right through his arms in the breadbasket. And the Saints got away with one. It felt like they got away with one there with the Bears. The Bears defense, say whatever you want, they showed up in that game. And I can't see the Buccaneers having back-to-back just sloppy games because I don't think they played well against the Washington game. I watched that game twice now, and we had our opportunities, but Brady just played a flawless game. He never gave an opportunity to turn the ball over. He got sacked a couple times. I think he had 3 or 4 sacks against them, but he never gave the ball away. And what I've seen from Drew Brees here is he's willing to throw a couple risky passes here, and he doesn't have the same arm strength on his arm. And I just like it that we're getting 3.5 still with the Buccaneers. I know it's a square pick, but to me, this is just a smart side here, and I'm going to ask you to be my companion here and take that 3.5 with me.
I am going to be your companion because we are walking into a hornet's nest, brother, and we are taking the public dog, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, at plus 3.5. Be my companion. I love you, brother.
And it's if it doesn't move, like if this number doesn't go back to 3 or goes up to 4, we're gonna talk because then I'll have to be like, okay, I got to reach out to some people and hear what they're reading on this game because this just feels like a no-brainer to me that this should be 3. And it is scary that they're moving against the public here with us, but the public can't lose both weeks in a row, can they, Chad? So
no way.
Hopefully they get a game right here for us.
What do we think of the total here? 51.5, 52.
And this is going to be – I already talked to a bunch of sharps, and they told me they pounded this game under. I don't know what the money's staying on your site, but, like, these guys I talked to, they have big money.
Ridiculous 90% on the under right now.
And I think, seriously, that might be 3 guys I know because they're, like, big money bettors. They don't make a lot of bets. And each of them Sunday night said heavy, heavy bet on the under in this game. But I'm leaning the other side right now. I got burned in that Bears game because Mitch didn't show up, but I still think the Saints defense can give up points. I still think they're susceptible to a good offense. And we just saw the Buccaneers get how many points did the Washington get? They get 20 or 21 or I forget the number,
23.
But they were able to score on this Bucs defense. So I'm gonna go against my brother in here. I'm gonna take the over here, but it's scary. So I won't put it as our best 5, but man, that's crazy. 90% of the money's coming down the under right now.